downtown Corpus Christi, a place where families can come together to stop, shop, and form a community. Now, it looks like this. It has improved over the years, but some buildings are still a former version of itself. A once bustling community with arrays of stores for patrons to stop, shop, and interact with others in their community has now become a shell of itself. This has been brought up as an interesting problem regarding the downtown area. Flourishing businesses such as the F.W. Woolsworth building have now become abandoned, set aside to crumble until it's dilapidated.
So, how did we get here? Hi, I'm Sophia Hernandez. Let's dive deeper into that question by researching the history of downtown, how people have restored buildings, the process of building restoration. The city of Corpus Christi can then figure out how to create a lively downtown community again.
Cities have been shown to be struggling to keep the original context of downtown areas throughout the years, notably in Austin. The downtown area in Austin has changed dramatically. Nilufar Karimorpur has addressed this concern, saying that challenges downtown faces as development increases include the loss of local businesses, lack of affordable housing, and auto-oriented streets and public spaces. Addressing this problem will hopefully assist in blending downtown with the modern lifestyle. Currently, downtown Corpus Christi offers some restaurants, stores, and events to encourage people to come to the downtown area, such as Central Kitchen, Water Street, Art Walk, just to name a few.
The reason downtown was not as successful as it once was is because of the lack of building maintenance. The reason for this lack of building maintenance is population contraction.
In fact, my professor, Mr. Martinez, my history teacher and economics professor, has discussed how through his experiences of Corpus Christi, businesses tend to move to the newer part of town, South Side. Downtown has no longer become the focal point of growth. This focus more so is growing outwards. The reason for this was pointed out by Andrew Point. Historically, when the wealthiest people live in the middle of the city and the poor live on the outskirts, a shrinking city will contract its borders, just like how it is in Corpus Christi. Although some may believe that the expansion would be beneficial, it leaves older downtown areas such as downtown Corpus Christi to reside in deteriorating buildings. Building restoration will be able to enact the process of reviving downtown buildings by restoring buildings to their former glory. The newer generation can then experience the lively aspect of downtown again. Over the past few years, there has been some progress in restoring downtown. I personally have talked to some business owners to get their input on how they restored their buildings that they occupy and opinions on what should be done with other buildings that need restoration. One of these people I spoke with was Chelsea, a small business owner who runs Chelsea Marie Boutique. She had found her business building while on an Imagine the Possibilities tour with Corpus Christi's Downtown Management District. It turned out that City Council was conducting these tours because they saw a need for downtown growth and wanted to encourage that growth with these tours. While on the tour, she had seen a building with a patchy, different colored roof, overgrown grass to her waist, overgrown trees, rotted out floorboards, and boarded windows due to them being broken into. Though this building was not on the tour, Chelsea saw a vision for this particular building and told one of the members on the tour, "I want that one." With the help of TIRZ, which is the Tax Increasement Fund and Zone, an incentive program, would hear a hopeful business owner's idea and help give half of the funds needed to accomplish the project. After acquiring the funds, she knew that she had to have the roof redone, fix the rotten floorboards, get rid of the trash, and accommodate to safety regulations and inspections. She eventually repurposed and restored that building into what is now Chelsea Marie Boutique. Now, besides this first-hand knowledge of what goes on in downtown, there is a question of what exactly goes on in building restoration. Building restoration is the architectural conservation approach of revealing, recovering, and representing the state of a building. Xian discusses the restoration process as the protection of historical buildings, including a series of complicated and rigorous procedures such as on-site drawing and mapping, survey and design, and scheme discussion and construction. It's important to know the restoration process and the whole building life cycle. Feng describes the whole building life cycle as the environmental impacts of building stock have received significant attention as buildings relate 1/3 of the total greenhouse gas emissions. This cycle addresses the concern by guaranteeing the best life and positive environmental impact, ensuring that these abandoned buildings receive the proper attention not only ensures that the downtown community thrives, but also that the environment thrives along with it, since most of these buildings take a lot of energy to create. This is demonstrated by Basilic, who says, unfortunately, a substantial quantity of energy is required for the manufacturing of buildings, which makes materials unsuitable for the environment. Understanding what is being put into creating buildings can help people understand why restoring buildings is so vital.
Some buildings, such as the Seagull Villa, have been taking a step towards building restoration. This building has been standing since 1929 and has served as an affordable housing complex.
This building, however, has over time been crumbling. The plumbing system has also been out of service from time to time, with an infestation of rats and roaches. Luckily, this building has been sold to Fish Pond Development, which is a company who has decided to create a completely different complex for these people who are currently residing in this building, while they then work on the Seagull Villa and renovate it into a 100 loft style apartment complex, which is a neat way of preserving downtown's history.
This is just one way of how downtown has decided to take a step towards building restoration and has helped with the need for affordable housing.
The question now is, what should be done with the rest of downtown's abandoned buildings? The answer is to use TERS to help restore these old buildings that require desperate repair, saving them before they crumble down. Buildings such as the Seagull Villa were seen in disarray, but some have been lacking restoration to the point where they have almost no chance of living another life. Luckily enough, City Council has been contributing to helping these old buildings return to their former glory. City Council has also helped businesses that I conducted interviews with, so there should be more projects such as these that help restore downtown life. Helping to restore downtown buildings would be helpful for the community to prosper. My teacher, Professor Martinez, has examined how in his university days, downtown Austin has showcased lively concert venues with arrays of music, which downtown Corpus Christi has also shown at one point. In fact, Goblin's Ballroom has once showcased jazz performances, but the use of this ballroom has changed over time, from hosting quinceañeras to now hosting small bands for the younger generation of the downtown community to enjoy. My professor also believes that adding musical aspects similar to how it was in the downtown Austin area would help improve downtown Corpus Christi. There have already been bars that host DJs. Why not take an extra step further and improve such a historical building and an important part of our history? Also mixing in modern elements of these new local artists. Small businesses have also added to creating a welcoming environment again. Even the business owners that I have interviewed, by their observation, have seen that people quite enjoy the personal connections of being able to talk to a small business owner and would like for more smaller businesses to be added to the downtown area. The history of downtown Corpus Christi has also shown the potential of downtown being an exciting place for people to go. Interviews have also shown how the city has been moving in the right direction toward restoration. The city just needs a little bit more of a push to get more restoration projects set in motion. The building restoration process has also proven to be a vital factor in the city's approach. Corpus Christi must now make a vital decision that will impact the city's economy, attract more tourism, restoring these old buildings in order to create a money flow and a community again.